Hi everyone, it's Dave here, and I'm going to have a little bit of a say today on Black Lives Matter because I tell you what, I am pissed off with the fact that Premier League footballers are still taking the knee in deference before every single game in recognition of Black Lives Matter and more particularly the murder of George Floyd that happened back in the summer. I have a number of problems with this. First of all, let me acknowledge first of all that what happened to George Floyd obviously was terrible. He appeared to have been murdered by a police officer, and I'm sure justice will be served on the police officer who was involved in that. Let's also remember that George Floyd was not a nice person. He was a criminal. Let's also remember that it's not just black people that are treated badly by the police in America. You have white coppers terrorizing white people. You have black coppers terrorizing white people. It's not just a one-way story, this. Why also are we still obsessing regarding this one particular incident that happened thousands of miles away and happened months ago? Now, I've been to America on a number of occasions, and in my opinion, there is more of a problem with racism in America, although it's not as bad as Black Lives Matter would have you believe, than there is in the UK. So, what is the sycophancy in this country all about? What is the cause? What's the agenda? What is it that we're all supposed to be what idea is it that we're all supposed to be getting behind? Is it the fact that everybody's racist and there is a systemic racism problem in the UK? Is it that all black people automatically are a victim? Is that the story? Because I disagree with that. I really do. I don't see anywhere near the levels of racism that are alleged to be in society by Black Lives Matter and its acolytes. I just don't. I see a society that is protected, that is pretty fair with regard to opportunities for people of all races, colours and creeds, and a society where everybody is equally protected in law. The other problem I have is, what is it that we're apologising for? You know, anyone who takes the knee, what are you apologising for? What have you done? What is it that you're saying sorry for? Why are you being so deferential? Are we saying sorry for our role in the story and in the circumstances that ultimately led to the death of George Floyd by the policeman? Are we all complicit in that? If so, explain to me how. Or do we need to apologise for the actions of our ancestors, or some of our ancestors who did live in different times? Yes. And who lived in times where racism was a much bigger issue and problem in society. Are we also having to acknowledge our role in that and apologise on their behalf? Is that what it's all about? But the biggest problem of all I have, Black Lives Matter are not a movement based on tolerance and inclusivity. The values that they purport to represent, absolutely not. They are divisive, they are violent, and they are confirmed Marxists. Why are we taking the knee to a Marxist organisation that has publicly stated it wants to defund the police, break down the nuclear family and re-engineer society? Why? Anybody who understands what Marxism is and what it represents and the horrors associated with it in the 20th century would also be able to see what Black Lives Matter represents, what ideology they represent and what it is they are wanting to do. So stop taking the knee, you sycophantic, spineless Premier League footballers. Take a stand and say no. And if fans want to boo, they're well within their rights to do that. Turn their backs, boo. Make it clear most people in this country represent the majority of people in this country who I am pretty sure do not recognise Black Lives Matter. Make it clear. In booing or turning their backs, it is not saying that we are racist. It is not saying that we encourage persecution of black people. It is saying that we discourage any association whatsoever with a divisive and hateful organisation that does absolutely nothing to promote the aims of the people which it pretends to serve. Stop with all this absolute bullshit. Okay? If you like this video and you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.